The Partnership for the Delaware Estuary, host of the Delaware Estuary program, is dedicated to connecting people, science, and nature for a healthy Delaware River and Bay, our region's most important cultural, economic, and recreational resource. We work in the Delaware Estuary, which comprises the tidal parts of the watershed as the river meets the ocean. These waters and lands are part of the ancestral home of the Lenape people for the last 10,000 years. Over the past 26 years of working in partnership with a diverse group of stakeholders, we have made measurable strides to improve water quality in the Delaware Estuary. We are excited to share some examples of the work that we're currently leading to protect this natural resource at the center of our quality of life. This work is organized around 3 themes: clean waters, healthy habitats, and strong communities. To start off, let's dive into clean waters. If you've been to Philadelphia, the largest city in the estuary, you might have seen colorful markers on storm drains reminding you to keep trash out of our waterways. Through our long-term partnership with the Philadelphia Water Department, volunteers install these vibrant medallions across Philadelphia's neighborhoods. This year, volunteers marked over 1,000 drains to help show that everything leads back to local waterways. Downstream in Delaware, we have continued this trash-free theme by helping to organize the annual Christina River Watershed Cleanup.
Imagine this river with 300 tons more of trash in it.
Yeah, or all over the watershed.
Right.
And, tires, drinking straws, water bottles, plastic bags, and because that is mostly what is found.
And as you said, 30 years of doing this. Started in 1992. Just volunteers coming out at sites across our river. This is absolutely critical, this event. And what you do is critical to our air, to our land, to our water, to all of it. I mean, you see this beautiful riverfront, to our economic viability. Without you doing the work you do, I don't know how this place would sustain itself.
Again, with the volunteers, we're just helping to coordinate it, but it's the volunteers who are the heroes today.
We are also proud to be leading the Mussels for Clean Water initiative for the Delaware Estuary. Freshwater mussels are an important native species that can filter over 10 gallons of water per animal per day. Since 2016, PDE has been working to realize our goal of building a freshwater mussel hatchery to help restore these threatened animals and our waterways. In 2022, we raised just shy of $2 million toward the overall cost of this effort. Once fully funded, the hatchery will be constructed at Bartram's Garden in Southwest Philadelphia. This facility will incorporate world-class science along with opportunities for meaningful, hands-on engagement for people of all ages. Next, let's hop over to healthy habitats. Living shorelines are a literally growing part of PDE's work. We have 19 living shoreline projects already installed in 10 locations in Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. And we will be adding over 5,000 feet of living shorelines in the near future. These living shorelines incorporate natural resources that restore and stabilize riverbanks and create critical habitat. Speaking of habitat, we're fortunate to have over 300,000 acres of tidal wetlands in the Delaware Estuary. Tidal wetlands are critical habitats for fish and birds, and they play an important role in managing floodwaters. Since 2008, our scientists have been traversing the estuary to assess wetland health. Earlier this year, we were a member of a team that published a peer-reviewed paper about our wetland work. The research showed that our tidal wetlands are struggling to keep pace with sea level rise. So, in other efforts to protect our shorelines, this year we expanded our successful oyster shell recycling program from Delaware into Philadelphia. 5 restaurants are currently participating, and there's interest from many more. So far in 2022, we have collected over 1,000 bushels of oyster shell, which equates to over 51,000 pounds. After curing, these oyster shells will be bagged and put directly back into the estuary through our living shoreline projects.
So it's recycling, but it's also recycling that gives back many different ways, because the product itself that we're recycling is essential to restore the environment. So it's a positive feedback.
And last but certainly not least, strong communities is the glue that holds everything together. To connect communities with local resources and the environment, PDE hosts several events each year. This year, Wilmington's Earth Day Festival kicked off the spring, and the Delaware River Festival returned in the fall. Both events returned in person and welcomed thousands of people to Wilmington, Philadelphia, Camden, and Chester to celebrate the Delaware River. These 4 cities also comprise the highly urbanized corridor of the main stem Delaware River. In efforts to address environmental injustices and support these communities, we lead one of 20 nationwide Urban Waters Federal Partnership locations. In 2022, we awarded $12,000 to local organizations to help support community projects including art, native pollinator plantings, tree plantings, rain gardens, and more. Helping our local communities lead such restoration and engagement projects helps to connect us all back to our beloved Delaware River. The stories you just heard illustrate the breadth of PDE's work across the Delaware River and Bay. Clean water is essential to the health of all living creatures. Therefore, it is imperative that we continue to improve and sustain the Delaware Estuary, especially in the face of new challenges. Thanks to the dedicated and visionary individuals who work at PDE, along with all of our supportive and fantastic partners, the future looks bright and exciting for our organization.